What's up YouTube, my name is Earl, the HotTamale, and I'm here on the Epidemic with another epic map. Today we are looking at Avalanche by Juliano's 1224. Now, if you guys have been subscribed to us for quite a while now, Avalanche was one of our most popular videos that we uploaded back when it was created in Halo Reach. It was originally created by Darth Human, and the person that commentated that video was Bevan's Law. Now, unfortunately, those two guys aren't really into Halo anymore, and they're kind of moved on with their lives, so we have other people taking up the mantle of what they created. This is a fantastic map and so much fun to play with a group of people. It uses the Stronghold game type kind of as the hill for the people to try to get up to the top and take. The previous Avalanche maps use golf balls as the rocks that were falling down, but because in Halo 5 we can actually have rocks and snow, this is a pretty good representation of what an avalanche would be like, minus the fact that everything is in spheres and rolling. But, you know, I've never been an Avalanche, so I'm not an Avalanche expert. One of my favorite things to this map was not even just playing it, was going into machinima mode and just watching everybody trying to get up the mountain. I found it hilarious to see all the tactics that they use. Some of them just, decided to end up hiding behind a little cave and just trying to wait out the avalanche, which is never ending. Even though that the map concept is kind of simple, Juliano's definitely did not let that stop him making it aesthetically really pretty, as well as putting sound effects and lighting effects throughout the whole entire map just to make it feel as cool as it looks. Going into how he made this map actually work, at the very top of the avalanche there is a bunch of invisible blocks. One of the blocks is moving back and forth, and what that block does is it pushes the rocks down the hill. The rocks have a property on them that makes it when they get displaced, they respawn at the top. I actually spent a long time trying to figure out how to make something respawn after it rolls down a hill, and I could not figure it out. I went to scripting and made it where after like 5 seconds it then resets to its original position, but this was a way smarter idea and a way better way to make actually a bunch of them without using up all the scripting budget. Unfortunately, there is no game type for this. You just have to put it on strongholds and then set it to teams and then have each person on an individual team, so you can really only do free-for-all up to 8 players, unfortunately, until a King of the Hill or capture point game type where you can do free-for-all is added to the game. If you do use strongholds and you put people on separate teams, you can run into a little bit of a spawning issue, which you can actually find these issues on my maps, where people won't be able to spawn if they're too close to enemy players. So what I did to prevent this, just so I could have everybody in one area, was I put everybody on one team, which is kind of less fun and not as competitive, but for the sake of the video, I had to do that. A few tips I feel like I picked up while playing on this map was, at the beginning stick to the right side, then around halfway through go over to the left side. Make sure that you guys use your sprint and then dive ability, and make sure you recharge your shields, because if you don't, the smallest thing can just kill you. The big blocks aren't as intimidating as they look. It's really the small ones that will just bullet right through you and murder you. So make sure that you try to kind of go where the big blocks are going, because you usually can just slide right under them when they bounce. The creator also put in the earthquake effect, which at first I felt like was a little much, but it really does fit this map. I thought at first he actually had 2 versions of the map. He has Avalanche and then Avalanche Off. And in my head I was like, oh, Avalanche Off is going to be the one without the earthquake effect. But in fact it's actually just one without the rocks. So it's an avalanche without the avalanche, which is not as fun, obviously. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. It really isn't a Halo game unless we have Avalanche, and we definitely looked at a lot of them, but we think this one was the best one. So make sure you guys do give it a download. The gamertag will be in the description that you can bookmark. Special thanks to everybody who joined my game as well. There's all their gamertags. If you guys want to send them weird messages, go for it. I don't really care. But that's going to be it for me, and I'll see you in the next video.